All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Barakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Now I wanted to get into this real quick, man. 2/3 are in love with Babel, okay? They love this place. They love the actions of this place, what this place promotes, okay? All the things that our people get into, which are on the left-hand side, that Esau Edom promotes in this system, our people love it, okay? They're in love with Esau Edom. They're in love with their oppressor. They're in love with the wrong side of the track, all right? Now let's go into something real quick. I noticed this too. I want to get to this too as well. You see Nelly Furtado performs promiscuous, okay? And this is the type of energy our people love. Oh, adultery, I slept with your wife, you know what I mean? All that type of stuff. Women sleeping with women, and they're promoting it, you know what I mean? Be as you want, be free, do whatever you want, you know what I mean? And according to the scriptures, no. Okay, according to the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, no. And shit, even according to nature, no. Okay? Our people, the 2/3 of our people, they love that pleasure, you know what I mean? That fleshly pleasure, okay? Going out there, committing some kind of vile act to get over on somebody, they love that, you know what I mean? Plotting and planning, and when their plan goes through, they love it, They don't give praises to the Most High, they give praises to the left-hand side, okay? They love to do evil more than they love to do good, so you can get it. Okay, let's go into this word promiscuous. Oh, shit. Global brand ambassador. Global brand ambassador of what? We already know, wickedness, man. She getting old, man. Yeah, she getting old. Because remember, at one point, she was a poster girl, for a bunch of things. Everybody was running after her, but, hey, all you women out there, just remember age and your uterus. You get old, man. Okay, there's only a certain amount of time that you can have kids. Okay. So in all, you should be actually paying homage to your husband. Well, starting with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And when you follow your husband, you're actually pleasing the Most High and His Son. Because it tells you that Yahweh, Yahushai, man, woman, you know what I mean? That's how the order goes. But look at her, man. We already know who this demon's about. Let's go into the word promiscuous. Having or involving many sexual partners, okay? Not restricted to one sexual partner or few sexual partners. Not restricted to one class or sort or person. Indiscriminate. So that, like I said, with women, and she's with her man. So that could be a part of her list. You know what I mean? She could have Fred, Tom, John, Sherry, Becky. You know what I mean? And shit, she might even have animals in that list. But yeah, this place is, and that's how this place is. This place promotes those type of actions. You can have as many sexual partners as you want, and on top of that, doesn't matter. You could try with a dog or a horse or whatever. That's what this place, supports. Okay, they don't want to say it all out full blown, but that's really what this place supports. Okay, what is a promiscuous behavior? Promiscuity is sexual behavior with multiple partners, which is physical or emotionally damaging to individual engaging in it. Okay, let's go to another one right here. Promiscuous word, woman meaning having or involving many sexual partners. Okay, we already read that. Promiscuity, promiscuous girl, like that song, is the act of engaging in sexual relationships with numerous people or of being indiscriminate about who you have sexual relations with. A person who participates in promiscuity or whatever is known as promiscuous or behaving promiscuously. Tongue twister. And then we got our people. Look what this guy said. Aaron Sermon battles with his 15-year, $8,000 a month Percocet, I think that's it, addiction. Wow, man. You see, like I said, our people love this place, man. You know, they got songs like this, Promiscuous Girl, and they're talking about promiscuous guy too, but hey, you could take that in account and say that this guy's trying to sleep with every man's wife. You know, trying to get up in the bed with every man's wife. Because, you know, having many sexual partners, right? And indiscriminate. Oh, you're married? I don't care. Come along. I'll get you off, you know? But anyways, let's go into the scriptures. I want to get the David Guzak commentary on 1 Corinthians 10. Okay? Let's see something here. Actually, I didn't even want the David Guzak. The Matthew Henry is good enough. This is going into verse 7, okay, of 1 Corinthians chapter 10. He warns against idolatry. Neither be you idlers, as some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Okay, this is going into these people committing their acts with their idols, okay, of these other nations. And when it gave mention of the golden calf, this is when Moses went up to inquire of Yahweh, and the people took all the golden earrings and whatnot off the people. They broke them in pieces, and they told Aaron, make us a golden calf. And when the golden calves were there, they said, these be the gods that brought us out of Egypt. So our people are deeply invested in serving idols, okay? The first sacrifice to their idol, they first sacrificed to their idol, then feasted on the sacrifice, and then danced before it. And you see this in a lot of movies. You see this with the Moloch, okay, where they do the human sacrifice and they get up and dance a circle around it. Okay, nothing new under the sun. Though only eating and drinking are mentioned here, yet sacrifice is supposed. That's what I said. They actually, in Psalms 106, which actually is up there a little bit, but when you go into the 36th verse, 34, 30, 35, 36, around there it talks about the sacrificing onto idols, giving their sons and daughters onto these idols, right? The apostle is speaking to the case of the Corinthians, which we're going to go into that chapter just now, who were tempted to feast on the heathen sacrifices. Remember, First Maccabee chapter 6, or is that Second Maccabee 6? Eleazar, you know, they tried to make him eat swine's flesh, right? And the 7 sons and the mother. And furthermore, there's tons of times, okay? Things offered to idols, though they did not seem to have been under any temptation to offer sacrifices themselves, even eating and drinking of the sacrifices before the idol, and as things sacrificed was idolatry, which by the example of the Israelites they should be warned to avoid. Okay, so our people are infatuated with these idols. Okay, this is something that's deeply embedded in Israel. Okay, the 2/3. Let's go into something real quick. I'm gonna speed through these, make the point. Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They called their lands after their own names. Now we know this is going into Esau, Edom, but their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. This is the same mindset that Esau Edom has beat into our people to love his society and keep up in the acts of his society. So when Jake is amongst these people and living and partying up and sacrificing on the idols and having a very good old time as they would be, right? Doing whatever fuckery they're doing. In their mindset is that what? Their houses will continue forever, man. Why does this gotta stop? Because this is of wickedness. This is not of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Alright? Yep. Go back to Isaiah chapter 30. And verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And this is what's going on. You got our people, like I said, committing all these acts, and they love it. Okay? They love it. Alright? That they may add sin to sin. They love it. They love this type of environment. Why should this place be done with, man? Their inward thoughts that it should continue on forever. Right? That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And you know Egypt is going out. Don't put your trust into temporal things. This society is a temporal thing. Okay? Cash, money, all of that stuff, that's temporal. But having faith, and the grace door being opened up and the mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai shown upon us, worketh more excellent things for eternal, meaning, our eternal glory. When we're walking by faith and what those things the Lord has said that pleases him, okay, when we perform those acts, rehearsing the righteous acts, there we're storing our treasures off. You understand? But here, man will store up treasures, which is temporal. This place is temporal, okay? Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. Yep, because when this place comes crashing down, hey, you join hand in hand with this man. You gonna go down with him too, okay? Their inward thoughts that the house should continue on forever, right? And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion, right? You should, let me get that scripture too, yep. You should put your trust into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? Follow him. He's the one that created everything through Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, or Yahushai, Ephesians 3 and 8, right? But you should be putting your trust into the one that is showing you the right road. This man don't know the right way. He knows nothing, okay? Crosses, as we would say. Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 36. Lo, thou trustest in the staff on this broken reed, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is King Pharaoh, so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that put their trust in him, right? This place is going to, following this place, it's actually going to hurt you, okay? It's actually going to fall back on you, all right? There's no, reason you should be putting your trust into this man. This man is wicked. His system is going to go down, all right? And the Lord already is showing you that, but, you're rejecting the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to continue in your wicked ways, man. To be promiscuous, Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fail, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh forth at an instant, right? And that reminds me of Proverbs chapter 29. He that being often reproved, harden his neck, shall be destroyed suddenly, and that without remedy, right? So, let me continue. Malachi 3 and 14. Ye have said, it is vain to serve Yahweh while Yahushai. Okay? That's what they're saying in heart. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance, and that we have walked mournfully before Yahweh of hosts? Okay? Now, and now we call the proud happy. Yea, they that work wickedness are set up. Yea, they that tempt God are even delivered. Okay? And this is going into the actions of our people, man. Hold on 1 second. Slack it. Slack it. Just have to let the kids in. So yeah, they're saying in their mind, hey, what profit is it for us to go serve Yahweh Shemi Shai? We're seeing all these, as you would say, temporal things before us. You know, who's come back from the grave to say, yeah, it is so. You know, this is where faith comes into. That's why Noah, being warned of the things of God, it tells you in Hebrews chapter 11, right, and 7, moved with fear. Because he had that faith to put his faith and trust into Yahweh Shemi Oshai. Meanwhile, the other people did what? Went and served their idols, you know, playing around, playing games, okay? Not listening to Noah. And then what happened? At an instant came forth the judgment, right? Going into Isaiah, what we just read, and going into Proverbs chapter 29 as well, okay? So these people in heart, they say, hey, man, it's vain to serve the Lord, man. We're going to die one day. We're going to be in the dirt. I'm supposed to, suppress my feelings for the whole of my life because of some imaginary God. This is what they think in their mind. This is what they think in their heart of hearts. This is why you see these women running around sleeping with different men. Oh, you got a husband, but all of a sudden you run around sleeping with different men. They're not seeing the judgment of the Lord. They're not seeing that, as we read back in Isaiah, the breach swelling out in a high wall. And I always give this example. It's like you're standing at the bottom of a 10-story building, and at the top of the 10-story building, you know, when the walls bust out, all the concrete goes flying and shit, and you're right there below it. You're dead. Simple as that. But they can't see the judgment. They can't see already that they're dead. Okay? They can't see the judgment of Yahweh Shemi Shai. But this is what they said in heart, you know. It is vain to serve Yahweh Shemi Shai. But we know, and yeah, it says, we call the proud happy, you know. They that work wickedness are set up, right? They that tempt God are even delivered. That's what they think in their mind, okay? But anyways, let's go back into this. Yup. Always going to whoring, yo. Here it is, we escape all those judgments, but then, you know, the 2/3, let me just get straight to the point. Numbers chapter 11 and verse 4. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a-lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again, and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? Unfaithful, okay? Because I'm going to get in thing, they thought that they were being brought out there to be killed. We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers, and the melons, and the leeks, and the onions, and the garlic, okay? So here it is, we just got delivered from Egypt. But yet our people are saying in heart, hey man, it was better for us to go back into Egypt, you know, than to us to be brought out here in the wilderness to die, you know? This is the mindset. This is the mindset of our people, man. Bloody fucking people, man. Our people are fucked up, man. Numbers chapter 14 and verse 1. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, would God that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would God we had died in this wilderness? And wherefore have Yahweh brought us into this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prayer, where it is not, where it not better, were it not better for us to return into Egypt? And they said, Come, Slakia, and they said one to another, Let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt. So this is in their mind. Okay, this is set in their hearts. This is why I started out with Psalms 49:11, because this is deeply rooted inside of 2/3 of Israel. They love this captivity. They love being oppressed. Okay, they love their oppressor. Okay, this is the problem with our people. As a matter of fact, before I go further, let me get that back again. Surely you love oppression, man. No, it's 30. No, I read it. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because he despised this word. Remember, you cast this word aside. You're like, fuck that. I don't need to listen to. You're coming in just like Exodus chapter 5 and verse 2. Pharaoh said unto Moses, Who is this Yahweh that I must obey his voice? I don't know Yahweh. This is the same way 2/3 are acting. Despising the word, right? Casting aside. And trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. That's this place. A wicked ass place. And you trust in oppression. You trust your oppressor actually as well. Okay? Tossing us aside. But like I said, that's the mindset of our people. We just escaped all those atrocities, being slaves and whatnot. They said, I'd rather go back to be a slave. You can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this up, man. I think I wanted this in the NLT. Let me get some real quick here. You can't make this up, man. These people are gainsaying headache, man. Okay? They're a fucking headache, man. What do we want? Number, that's confusing, but 11. Let's start from 11 to 12. Exodus chapter 14, verse 11 to 12. And they said to Moses, Why did you bring us out here to die in the wilderness? Slakia, weren't there enough graves for us in Egypt? What have you done to us? Why did you make us leave Egypt? Yo, Slakia, I can't. Hey, man, you can't make this up. I didn't make these words up. You surely didn't make them up either. It's right there, okay? It's right there, man. This is the same fucking shit these 2/3 are doing to us today now, all right? And watch when all the calamity and Jacob's trouble comes upon us. They're going to say it's them, those Israelites there. That's why in Matthew it says that they shall deliver you up to be killed, man. Why did you make us leave Egypt? This is the... Slakia. No, man. This is... You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. It's live and uncut. Okay? Didn't we tell you this would happen? While we were in Egypt. Slakia, I gotta laugh, man. Because this is exactly how fucking 2/3 think, man. This is exactly how 2/3 think. And look now, remember, think about now. And with all Wagwan, right? You see all these people out here, they're like, yo, you Israelites, because what you're saying is coming to pass, and yo, you're gonna make us get in trouble, and yo, you guys just cease from this, just deal with what you have. That's all Psalms 49 and 11, okay? And that's all here, man. Did we tell you this would happen while we were still in Egypt? We said, leave us alone. You can't make this up, man. We said, leave us alone. Let us be slaves to the Egyptians. You see that? What I say? You trust in oppression and stay thereon. This is exactly the mindset of our people. Okay? They love their shit. Okay? They love wallowing in shit, man. They love Esau Edom society. They love the way it is. man with man, woman with woman, multiple partners, this and that, promiscuous. Shit, they even introduce animals, right? And now they're talking about trees and inanimate objects and shit. It's fucking weird, man. Anyways, continuing. We said, leave us alone. Let us be slaves to the Egyptians. It is better to be a slave in Egypt than a corpse in the wilderness. Now, this is the same mindset of our people. You love Africa, so go back to Africa. This and that. We'd rather stay here. We were slaves. They even say we were slaves here. You still are slaves. Try to get on a boat and go into another country. Try to get on a plane and go into another country. First thing they're going to ask you, where the fuck your passport? Who are you? Where are you from? You coming through those borders, just like in the old days in the city, you got to come through the gates. The watchtower, and the men are going to be there with swords, right? Bow and arrows and shit. Who are you? Where are you coming from? Why are you coming here? Oh, my father lives over there. I'm from the garrison where Judah, let me just give you an example. I'm from the garrisons of Judah. I was gonna go over here to Benjamin to visit my people's family. I got some family over here, whatnot. So I want to come and visit them. Here's the papers. Here's their name. Da 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 da. And then they do their search and find out to be true. Probably open up the doors, however it was. So, this is exactly the mindset of people. It's better to be a slave in Egypt than a corpse in the wilderness. And metaphorically speaking, this is what they're saying when it comes to the Bible. They're calling the Bible a dry corpse in the wilderness. Okay? And why do I say that? Because look, let's read it one more time. It is better to be a slave in Egypt, right? So they're saying it's better to be in this land. Stop complaining. Oh, we were slaves, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You're an American now. That's all their excuses, right? Then a corpse in the wilderness. Now, when we come to them with this Bible, we see him as death to them. We see him as corpse. We see him as something to be abhorred, okay? To stay away from. Dry wilderness. Where am I going to get my, what fun is out there? Where am I going to get my food and remnant and whatnot? Right? Where's my water? Right? So this is what they compare. They compare the Bible as a corpse, as a dry wilderness. Okay? So, hey, man, that's Yapa, man. That's Yapa. The scriptures don't lie. Scriptures don't skip a beat. All right? Yep, let's get Psalms 106. Actually, I'm interested to see what it says here. In what it actually says in the thing. Yep, the earth swallowed up Dathan and Abiram and them. Yep, they made a calf, golden image, right? See? And they forgot that God, their Savior, which had done these great things in Egypt, and they looked upon those golden calves and said, these were the gods. These be the gods that bring us out. Anyways, let me not get off here. Continue with the program here. Psalms 106, and let me start from 35. Instead, they mingled among the pagans and adopted their evil customs. Ooh, that hits it right on the head. They worshiped their idols, which we're going back into, which led to their downfall. You see that? They even sacrificed, reading in the NLT, their sons and daughters to demons. Left-hand side, a demon, intelligent spirit. Now, the intelligent spirit on the left-hand side is going to be telling you what? Serve these idols, follow these people, do, wickedness, right? So, you can see here, going back to the main program, all right? They love this place here. They adopted their evil customs, okay? They're mingled amongst the pagans and adopted their evil customs, all right? What do you think our people are doing now? Is it of our custom to be promiscuous? No, that's stuff of the heathens, all right? Now, when they try to apply that to a man, it's not going to work, because a man can have several wives. As we can see, Solomon, let's go back to Solomon. Solomon had 700 and 300 concubines, all right? God didn't have a problem with David having multiple wives. He didn't have a problem with none of the prophets having multiple wives, unless that man was committing adultery, all right? And that's just how it is. A man can have 6,000 kids, 7,000 kids in 1 year, all right? Or even 2 years. A woman can't do that. Because a man can go with multiple women and have multiple children in 1 year. 23, 48, whatever the fuck it is. First 48, first 24, first fucking 94, whatever. And some of them women could have twins, all right? But they would never be able to outbeat a man having the ability to have multiple kids in 1 year. They can only have one kid at a time, or two, or triplets, or whatever it may be. So the Lord is not angry with a man having multiple wives. He is angry when a man goes and sleeps with another man's wife, and he is angry when a woman, okay, is committing adultery, being promiscuous, okay? We already went into the definition of promiscuous, but shit, we gotta do it again. We're gonna do it again, okay? Promiscuous woman meaning having or involving many sexual partners, not restricted to one sexual partner or few sexual partners, not restricted to one class or sort or person, indiscriminate, okay? So this is the type of stuff that her in her song, and as you can see, I highlighted her hand. You see her hand. You see what sign she's throwing up, okay? That's that Baphomet. Going back into Egypt, Talmud, all these old Babylonian worships, man. And our people are in love with it, okay? As it says here, they what? Instead, they mingled among the pagans and adopted their evil customs, okay? They worshiped their idols, which led to their downfall. And still to today, they're doing the same shit, okay? So her making this song, Promiscuous Woman, or Promiscuous Girl, right? She's promoting in the Israelite community that a woman should be sleeping with multiple partners. We read it, multiple sexual partners, right? And then promiscuous boy, that's basically what I said. Like, the Lord has no problem with a man having multiple wives, but as soon as that man starts dipping in some other man's cookie bowl, then that's where the problem lies, man. You know? And a lot, you 2/3 out there, the Lord said that my judgment lingereth, man. The Lord is waiting to put that kibosh on you, okay? Shit, you might be 60 years old, and then the Lord says, you know what? I'm going to have you take out your womb. I'm going to give you cancer all up in your brain, your back, everything. You treated your husband like shit. You didn't treat your husband right. You were all about yourself. You got a brand new job. You thought you were making more money than your husband, this and that. The money went to your head. Your friends went to your head. Right? You started to get all up there. But guess what? The Lord made a bend, a turning of the tables, man. And now you're getting beat down. Now you're you feeling fucked up. Okay? You're scared to go to the doctor, or you're scared to do this, or you're scared to do that, because the Lord is jacking your ass up. Okay? You didn't stand by your mind in the right way. You wanted to be promiscuous, right? Well, there you go. Now he's leaving your ass. He's got another woman over there, and another woman over there, and another woman over there, and the Lord is giving him increase, and he's turning the tables on you. So let's go into something real quick. 1 Corinthians. I want to get it over here, actually, because this is better to read it over here. See, that's why we don't give a shit about you people out there in the world. You people really think that you got it all hemmed and sewed, but we're dealing with the power of all powers. You think the Lord is not watching out? Example, like I was saying, you might have a man, the Lord in the truth, doing his work, and then his woman is running around doing a whole bunch of fuckery, right? So then she's sitting back and saying, well, you're a man of the Lord. How come the Lord is not destroying me and this and that? No, just wait. It's like a rubber band, man. You keep pulling, and then eventually somebody lets go. When that snap comes back, man, you can't run away from it. Like I said, the swelling, this is all scriptural, the swelling in the high wall, break it forth at a sudden. You can't even run. You can't even go to jump out the way or nothing. Bam, dead. Judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to your ass, man. As a matter of fact, let me read that scripture. Because you 2/3, you really, you really got it coming for you. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 1. He that being often reproved, see? Constantly being told, hey, man, change your ways. Stop that. You better stop that shit there. Okay. Harden his neck, right? He that being often reproved, when it says he, it could also go into you damn women too as well. Okay? He that being often reproved, harden his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. Ain't nothing to save you. Okay? Next thing you know, you go to the doctor goes, yo, there's like worms in your brain and shit. Yo, you only got like subtle time to live, and the time that you got to live, you need this vaccination, you need that vaccination. You're gonna be in torment until you die. You know, all things are good. All eating pizza, running around, fucking different niggas, all this stuff. You know, going out to different bars and shit, lying to your husband and shit, right? You're all partying, you feel good, right? And then, bam, that judgment comes, man. And the doctor's telling you, yo, the last parts of your life from this point on are gonna be very painful, okay? And you're gonna have to live it. There's nothing we can do. We give you about 2 years, 3 years left, and all these 3 years here is gonna be pain without measure. Pain's gonna be so terrible you're gonna pass out and wake back up to the pain. Yeah, that's how the Lord worked, bitch. Anyways, going back into this, 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 1. Let me just read it here. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea. Okay? In the cloud, and in the sea, all of them were baptized as followers of Moses. All of them ate the same spiritual food, and all of them drank the same spiritual water, for they drank of the spiritual rock that traveled with them. I'm reading the NLT. And that rock was Hamashiach, and that's another cut to you idiots. Well, where's as they would say, where's JC talked about in the, well, let's read about it right here, okay? Anyways, going back, yet God, Yahweh, okay, was not pleased with most of them, and their bodies were sacrificed in the wilderness. These things happen as a warning to us, so that we would not crave evil things as they did, or worship idols as some of them did, as the scriptures say, the people celebrated with feasting and drinking, and they indulged in pagan rivalry. Going back into what we were reading here, okay, the Matthew Henry. And Matthew Henry is pretty, he packs a punch, man. I mean, the David Guzak is there, but it's like, come on, you could have done a little bit better, you know, but hey, whatever, he whatever. But anyways, he tried. But anyways, going back into this. So yeah, they were, like I said, they were indulging in these wicked pagan customs, these evil, wicked pagan customs, and they like it. It's still like today, okay? Today you see our people up on stage, walking out, bucking on their ass, bubbies everywhere, you know? And they're all doing that onto what? The worship of their God. You know? While they're doing this, you know, singing this song, they're getting you in tune with it. They're making you part of the sacrifice, okay? And literally, you know, you start walking out there next couple of weeks, you're humming this song, you're acting a different way, you're behaving a different way, you start hanging out with new people. This, you know, that's how it works, man. That's how it gets strung along. And we must not engage in sexual immorality as some of them did, causing, well, fornication, going on to another god, man. Okay? But it can be said that within a lot of those practices, they did do a lot of sexual deviant things, okay? Women lying with animals and shit and sacrifices of their kids and, you know what I mean, to get over and get more. Because in Jeremiah, it tells us that in 44, talking about the worship of pouring out drink offerings onto the Queen of Heaven. A lot of those drink offerings, what it's talking about, is actual, you know, getting involved in sacrifices and other stuff going a little bit too deep, okay? So, going back into this, causing 23,000 of them to die in one day. Nor should we put Hamashiach to test, as some of them did, and then died from snake bites. Sorry, Salakia, Narushkin. But anyways, and don't grumble, you know, murmur, as some of them did. Reading these translations, man, it's real fun. You know, if this ain't in your spirit, then, you know, whatever. But you're gonna crack up sometimes when you read these translations, man. Don't grumble, as some of them did, and then were destroyed by the angel of death. Okay? Oh, shy. Slakia, it's not a funny matter. It's just like, look at back then and today. We're seeing the same. We can see it, Akim. We can see it. Plain as day. Okay? It's playing onto the holy and a stumbling block onto the fucking wicked. Okay? We can see it. Alright? These things happened to them as examples for us. They were written down to warn us who live at the end of the age. Woo! That's another one too. That's a cut to you niggas out there. All you motherfucking, you know, want to talk shit that we ain't in the end of days. We in the end of days now. Okay? Romans 15 and verse 4. These things are written aforetime for what? For our learning. So, going back into this and wrapping this up, all right? Now, these things happened unto them for an example, and they were written down for admonishment or warning, okay? A warning. Upon whom the ends of the world are come, okay? And we in the end of time right now. It's the end of the ages right now, man. It's the end of Esau's system, his kingdom, okay? We already know that because of the prophecies. The MOTB's here, you know what I mean? You're seeing the nukes are online. They're ready to go, okay? All of the Lord's armory is ready, man, okay? And it's all already in motion, so there's nothing you can do. You could love this place as much as you want. You're going to be destroyed with this bitch, okay? Simple and plain. But yeah, that's what, you know, Alebula said, they, 2/3, are in love with Babel, man. They love this place, okay? These type of people, they love this place, man. You know, you could try and tell these guys, hey, man, you know you're Israelite? They're like, this type of face they'll give you. What? You know, even that. Yeah, okay, all right. These guys are done. Look at them. They're worked out, man. The devil done work them out, eh? Fuck them out, you know? Look at her. Done. Finished, man. You know, that's a fucking fake smile. Look at this side of the face. You could see the worry, okay? When you look into people's eyes, you could see it, okay? There's no light in them, man. She's done. And all this fakeness, you know, the fake face, fake smile. She is done. She is finished, yo. Ugh. Her too. She is done. All this witchcraft on her damn face and shit. Anyways, with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified. Lord